Busia for some TV in a yama or Bibia Aquaba. Busia best and there and I first time about channel you saw more than so best subscribe. Or like in our share video no at my Busia already fast forward you bought Eddie Brat and some no more and Chabia and Dr. Dominic Ayine, Attorney General Anna on one and a Minister for Justice or press conference Busia or the assembly na at 2 and I need somebody to judge Busia a very shocking at the Ghana for and the minority caucus or more. Parliament and somebody to that and they say a radar the national security led by Richard Japa already NPP former top officials if you know a lawful now a just one more year he said almost to say security afa top officials and sasia a gun of Wosika or say share na yesa ekasasika no investigation the science is our radar national security and the Richard Japa ebuswa more air no a lawful and Santi no met me akoso ayanasa won koso enye na ye fa enchi top officials busia omotumi agisika twitwide e de ahye omo ho a ye Ghana fo sika na eno na sadi ensem bi aka ho se ye court issues ana se MPP top officials a omo ewo court issues ewo court nyina no de se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onim se enkofo bi na hyase omo ye no yodom mama wetumi atwetwe sa cases no nyina de assign na obehwe na bomu edimu dwuma ebra esemu na enya de se omema MPP top officials and omedi bone ewo Ghana hanom no omobefa omumwedi krakra na ebusia eno na minority caucus nso ete sa esem ye nso efre press conference ebusia enya senketwa omo kire se na wo attorney general ya appoint se fa nokre ebeye dwuma ewo manyemu na Ghana fo enya omugidie no ba ya 3 months penie hwen sam a wo ka edi abuse wankasa wo office ena ebusia nsem a minority nso edi tu dware ebusia enye senketwa omo kire mu a opani no wo so de nokre eye dwuma na Ghana fo hu se ometumi aginedi na 3 months penie hwen sam a ne entro a wotumi ebefo abone so ewo omanyemu ebusia minority ne so enya de se omo ebema ne kwa ena nsem bebe na minority no etumi edi tu dwa ewo press conference mu a enye asem ketwa me pese ebeko na yakotie esem no se de esi ekọ so ye ba de omo bia no de beto aso.
Photographs circulating on social media clearly shows signs of destruction and ransacking, hardly the marks of a lawful and respectful operation. If indeed a court-issued warrant truly existed, why was it not presented to Dr. Addison before or during the raid? Why was brute force used to overpower his private security? Why was the CCTV camera dismantled and taken away? Transparency is a hallmark that ensures lawful enforcement. The failure to follow basic procedure cast doubt on the legality and intent of the operation. No amount of legal contortion or public relations spin can undo the facts. Dr. Addison's home was raided under highly questionable circumstances. If the actions were truly lawful and above board, why did the National Security Coordinator find it necessary to call and apologize to Dr. Addison via the phone of Mr. Richard Japa? If there was no wrongdoing with the conduct of the security officers, what exactly was the apology for? Was the raid a necessary and lawful one? Or was it an abuse of power designed to intimidate and humiliate? The posture of the new AG undermines this rule. He is no longer acting as an officer of the court, but is instead acting as someone who has conducted his own inquisition, determined guilt of a suspect, and is seeking to force his view or his views on the courts. The practice undermines the role of the Attorney General and undermines the administration of justice. All well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on it to an end and to end it now as we speak. We are asking that all well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on the Attorney General to put an end to this immediately.
Peace FM. So that he can listen to the feedback that we are giving to him. He, for example, says that his justification for raising this 49 billion, this phantom 49 billion, is that in 2017 we mentioned arrears of 7 billion. What he forgets is that when we mentioned 7 billion, we did not proceed to adjust the fiscals with that 7 billion. We did not proceed to adjust the national account with that 7 billion and change the primary balance. We proceeded to say it will be audited, and thankfully, a good chunk of those claims were thrown away. What he has done differently, what he and his boss have done differently, is that they have proceeded to adjust the national accounts and adjust the primary balance for numbers that they themselves claim they have not audited. I'm happy he's coming back into the chamber. So the difference is that you have proceeded to adjust the national accounts with figures that you are confessing you have not audited. Who does that? And that is why we are telling you to hasten slowly. Mr. Speaker, he says they have indexed leap to inflation. He goes on to say that they have provided dedicated funding for free SHS. Honorable Deputy Minister, you did not index leap to inflation. The MPP government that just did indexed leap to inflation. You did not do it. You did not do it. Don't take credit for what you haven't done. Also, you claim there was no dedicated funding for free SHS, and you question whether the erudite Abena Osei-Asare has read the budget. I regret to inform you, you probably haven't read your own budget. You haven't read your own budget. Because if you have read your budget, you will find out that the dedicated funding for free SHS was a goods and services allocation of ABFA. Honorable Deputy Minister, ABFA, what you have done, and again, you tell the people of Ghana that you have uncapped NHIL and GET Fund. That's not true. Let me show you why it's not true. It is the Earmarked Funds Capping and Realignment Act. What that law says is that you cap 14 funds. And if you find that any fund requires its full allocation, you restore. That's what you have done. If you wanted to uncap, you know what you do? You repeal the whole legislation. Why have you not uncapped all the 14 funds? This will be nothing to write home about. You told us between pages 3 and 20, you told us between pages 3, economic program. Honorable Deputy Minister, let me have your attention. You told us that your economic program will be built on 3 foundational pillars: the economic transformation agenda, the economic recovery program, and the 24-hour economy. Right at the dispatch box, your boss, the finance minister, has admitted that the 24-hour economy part of it, they are not ready to even lay it before this house. Sunday, you brought in Mr. Guzitando to do an informal presentation, and he himself admitted that he has some further work to do, and then he will bring it here. You have brought us an economic policy. The economic recovery program, that's the foundation. The economic transformation agenda, that's the foundation. The 24-hour economy, that's the foundation. You have not finished preparing it. Who built the first floor when they haven't built the foundation? Which contractor built the first floor when they haven't built the foundation? And let me show you the effect. That is why when we go into your economic policy, there's no coherence with your manifesto.